Hello everybody, welcome to our Secutech booth here in Taipei, and we're going to show you some of our new solutions and some of the innovations that we've been working on. So firstly here, as you can see, we've implemented a number of AI functions into our recorders, and our main advantage here is that any system, as long as it's using, regardless of if you're using our cameras or other people's cameras, you can go through the recorders and enhance your solution with AI. So for example here, you can see on the left-hand side, we have license plate recognition, face recognition, fire detection, basic car detection and human detection, integrations with POS systems, custom triggers, fall detection, a block list or allow list for like whitelist and blacklist functions, and also the smart search function that's implemented on all recorders. As you can see here, one of our PC boards for our AVTECH solution, and also of course to push our made in Taiwan AVTECH with NDAA and TAA compliance as well. So the first solution here that we'd like to show you is our 8 megapixel 16-channel XVR with the integration with our perimeter intrusion detection, which has the added IP speaker here, as you can see. So if I bring you back to our settings here for AVSHIELD, if you go into the interface, you can go into the channel which has that integration, and then you click on human detection with the IVS function for perimeter intrusion, go into the advanced settings, set your timer that you'd like. Here in this case, we'll set 5 seconds. And if we go back to the channel for our colleague, then you'll see another thing that we've been working on that's been recently added as a part of our solution are these USB keys that can be used for different levels of access and security control on the recorder side of things. For example, here I have, let's say, the boss's security key with access to all the settings. When I log back the recorder and I try to log in, let's say this is the account for the boss, and I plug in the key, I don't even need to add in the password manually anymore. I can just put both fingers here and have access to all of the settings that we were looking at just now. On the other hand, if I change the key and say I am one of the employees or a guard that only needs access to a certain level of cameras, etc., I can plug in the key, select the attributed account, and then log in again. Upon touching it, I'll only have access to a certain level of cameras. And for example, if I'm trying to go into more sensitive information such as the scenario engine, even if I'm clicking it, I won't be able to enter. This is our new total solution for POS integrations. For example, here we have a 4-channel XVR, and we have our barcode scanner, of course. If you take your product in your logistics center or convenience store and you go for a scan, for example here, you'll see the barcode appear printed onto the recording of the camera. And then once you go back into playback mode, for example here, choose the date that you're looking for, let's say on another day, confirm, and then you can go back into our playback list where you'll have all of the POS barcodes separated into this category, and then you can either search it by keyword or by using the calendar filter as well. Once you find the event that you're looking at, you can simply go into it and then click on playback, and you'll see either the issue or the incident that was occurring at the time, or that you can verify that your stock was well indeed sent out or recorded into the system. Another addition to this solution is the software part of things. For example, if you're managing multiple stores, then you can add all of your separate recorders into the same system. And same thing, you can also use the barcode keyword filter to search out all of your items. And then you can also go back into this recorder setting, look at the individual channel for that recorder, or split it into 4 split channels to also see the live view for those. On the other hand, you can also record individual channels once you've found the event that you're looking for, of course, in this case. For this stand here, the main things that we would like to exhibit, of course, are our face recognition modules and our license plate recognition modules that have been implemented into the 16-channel recorder. So if you go into the AVSHIELD settings, you'll see, of course, all of our AI functions that are listed out here. As you can see, we have face detection, which goes in tandem with face recognition, human and vehicle detection, which goes in tandem, for example, with our IVS functions. In this case here, virtual fence, perimeter intrusion, flow counting, and then for license plate detection, we have fall detection and also fire detection separately. The first thing that I would like to show in this case would be our face recognition module. So if you go into the separate interface here, you'll see that the group was already created. So for example, for each face that gets detected, you'll get an event. And for example, if it is a stranger, you can add them into the group as well. And then once you have created your group, you go back into the detection settings, and then you can go into that module here, choose the group that you're trying to aim for, and then you can decide to be notified if it matches that target or does not match that target, effectively creating a whitelist or blacklist function. So as you saw previously, I was included into that group. So if I go back into that channel here, and then I get the green flag because I'm included into, let's say, a VVIP list, and I'll get the notification. The output here can be changed to your mobile app or to any other notification like setting that you'd like. The other function, that is the license plate recognition, has a similar interface, as you can see here. Let's say you're in a building, you have a number of license plates that should be allowed into the building, and you should exclude all the others. Then you can include those ones here first. Once you've created your group, same thing, go back to the detection setting, go back into that module, and then select the group and decide if you want to either trigger the output when it matches a set target or only when it does not match a target. In this case, our output has been linked to our rolling door control system, which is model number AVX951C. And the output on this one is also linked to the small motor demo. So let me show you how it works in practice. For the plates that we've added, it'll be this gray car here with the correct license plate that matches here. If I go back into the channel stream, then you'll see up here. Let's start with a license plate that should not trigger the output first. So on the screen, as you can see, the event pops up, but the motor does not move. On the other hand, if I switch it to the correct license plate, bring it back again, then as you'll see, the license, recognizes it, and you can go into the, let's say, a parking lot. This would be our U2 series, which is easy to use, more targeted for B2C market, and easier for your customers to manipulate as well. The main difference, of course, here, as you can see, icons are bigger, the menu is simpler to adjust, but it also comes with this free software here, which implements a remote desktop software, which is PC-based, and it also has the video wall system that goes with it. So the first, interface that you'll see is this one, where you can add your individual IP standalone system, or you can also use the UUID network setting on your recorder to have an easy addition to the software. Once you have all of your recorders, let's say a number of them here, you can select them all at once and then open up your video wall system, where each recorder can be, individually, manipulates it, etc. Or you can also change the setting remotely. As you can see here,